How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Ron, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pikmin 2. In the last episode, we continued further into the Hole of Heroes and suffered a lot more of what the cave is to offer us. We are nearly done. We are a couple sub-levels left, and as you can see on the far corner of our screen, it's another boss fight, and it's one that we've faced before. It's Man-at Legs. But this time, a bit of a twist. He's kind of surrounded by water, meaning we are limited in options of Pikmin that we can actually bring to the table, and that is going to be blues. That's pretty much all that we have to use, just because of the water being annoying. It is too deep for the Pikmin to cross, and it takes too long for them to kind of hurry back. So it's not exactly a hit and run strategy. You kind of have to do it this way. So we're going to go ahead and begin. Man-at Legs will wake up. Pretty much the same fight. I can't even throw my... Okay. I think he's going to start getting ready. Yeah, he starts shaking. All right, we got to go. We can't afford to lose any Pikmin. Oh, shoot. Alright. So yeah, pretty much the similar strategy back at Subterranean Complex. You gotta find the ledges to go ahead and protect you from these bullets because they are deadly and impactful. I'm gonna go ahead and use an ultra spicy spray if I can actually find... Okay, I probably could have done that a bit better. Oh, that's a bit better. Alright, that did some decent damage, and at least since they can run, I don't have to worry about wasting too much time. Although hiding behind is going to waste some time in terms of attacking him again. Hopefully we should have some time though. Alright, there we go. This should at least do some decent damage, I think. Okay, it didn't really do that much decent damage. This will probably go away though. It doesn't last that long. But at least I have a lot of ultra spicy spray, so I'm not exactly too annoyed at that fact. I'll go ahead and use it again. Come on guys, let's go. Okay, I don't want him that close over there, because he's too close to my other Pikmin. Alright, there we go. It probably won't do too much, but a decent amount of damage. I think I might have the opportunity to do one more. I won't... Oh, that was a little bit too close to come through. I'm not gonna say that this fight is terribly more difficult than back the original Subterranean Complex fight. It's probably just a little bit more tedious just because of the fact that, like I said, you can't use purples just because of the water being in the way. That's pretty much the only hindrance. Alright, yeah, one more after this will do it. No, no, bad timing. Okay. That should be enough, though. That should be enough to knock him out the next turn because he barely has any HP. That's like, what? He's already smoking up too much. Like that. Throw Pikmin onto him. No, okay, never mind. I'm gonna have to do it one more time. Come on, guys, don't struggle. Oh, the crosshair's looking a little scary. It's kind of like stuttering a little bit. Oh, okay, like you could tell, like the laser sight was going above the ledge to the point where it was getting to the point where it might have actually reached them. It shouldn't, but I was getting nervous. That should be it. Should be good there, and that's that battle done with. Our only second battle... Why are they over here? Nah, I'm gonna ignore why they were over there in the first place, but okay. Alright, so we get the next gyro block. A little bit more difficult, still manageable. Just gotta be careful because, of course, of the water. You can't bring anyone else. That's just, of course, me repeating the same thing again, because as you can tell... Yeah, see, they kind of struggle in there, so don't bother doing that. And honestly, we could have hit the captain a little bit better. He was a bit closer to the battlefield, or the president. A bit closer, but that's fine. The memorable gyro block, 80 Pokos. Alright, that's done. This and one more sub-level left. We are very close to being done here. The next one, though, to spoil it, is going to be another boss fight. And it's going to be one familiar. Like you saw in the last few episodes, the last few floors in the last episode, it was very Bulborb incisive. We saw a lot of Bulborbs and the boss forms of them. This one is pretty similar. We saw Man-at Legs, and if you can think back to what other enemies we'll see that are Arachnid-like, we see a bunch of Dweevils of all kinds actually. This one is quite similar. Okay, I don't need whites. Why did you guys have to? All right, you know, I'm gonna take you out since you just happen to be in the way. All right. Hopefully the layout for this isn't terrible on my end. There is a chance it can spawn in the water. Just kind of have to hope that it doesn't. And by the water, I mean more towards the middle area. But it's kind of reacting off a little bit. So, no, don't come with me in the water. Where? Is Is it more over here? Oh, it's more over here. Where are you? Do I need to bring a Pikmin? Alright, I guess I need to bring a Pikmin. I didn't think I need to. Oh, there we go. Whoa, a bit too close. No. I threw it in the water. I threw it in the water. Okay, so yes, it's beady Longlegs again. We last saw him back at the Citadel of Spiders. It's not that much more difficult this time around. Okay, that was a bad start. I didn't really get enough confidence right there. The only thing that can make this a little bit more difficult is just the fact that there's a lot of dweebles around, but they really don't impact you in any way. Alright, just gotta be careful. Yeah, this is where he shakes. Let's go. I kind of don't want to bring 20. Last time I did that, I kind of did suffer from that. Let me just bring like 15. Just because it's too close to the water as well. And I guess that's probably the added difficulty measure, is just that there's water. But other than that, it's not that bad. In all honesty, bringing Manat Legs after this fight probably would have made more sense in terms of the difficulty gap, but this still is manageable too. If I had used the spicy spray, no, what are you doing? Don't fight him. I shouldn't have let go, honestly. That was enough for him to get knocked out. That was just me being too nervous. He normally shakes after you attack it repeatedly enough, but it didn't, which kind of caught me off guard. I thought it would have. Oh, there we go. Oh, cheeky boy. That should be enough, though. Okay. Getting a little bit too close for comfort. Alright, this should be enough. Yeah, that's enough. Alright, that's it. That's beady Longlegs done. A little bit easier this time around. We saw that I ended up losing my Pikmin when we did it back at Citadel of Spiders because I was very bad at this game. Slightly got better. Not really, though. Like I said, the dweebles around are probably just going to make it annoying for you to grab the treasure, but since they're like nowhere near it, it's not even that bad. So I'm going to go ahead and just take out this monk dweeble. But not until my Pikmin not drown, please. No. Okay, that was a very big failure. Let me do... Okay, so you're deciding to be a dick. Alright, there we go. Alright, I could go ahead and battle the rest, but I'm not going to now just because of that. I almost lost to Pikmin, not even to a boss fight, but to a dweeble, which would have been pretty sad and embarrassing, I'll be honest. So I'm just going to go ahead and ignore them. And I wish there was some more nectar that I can get some more flowers from, but that's not a big deal. But we did grab our penultimate treasure, the red version of the gyro block. 80 Pokos as well. Solely named the Fond Gyro Block. Okay. We honestly could go ahead and collect the rest of these guys, but time isn't gonna permit. So time to get out of here. What is the purple doing all the way over there? That makes like no sense why he has to run all the way over there. What is the water what? That kind of caught me off guard. I didn't think the water sound effect would have sounded from that far. That's interesting. Alright, but final sub-level of the Hole of Heroes, 15. Like I said earlier when we first entered, the longest and not a very difficult boss fight, but this one can be bad if, kind of like beady Longlegs and Manat Legs, if you're not careful with your spacing. So there is a somewhat special strategy to do to this. Not really special, more just a more ideal strategy to this. I'm just gonna bring, well actually for now, no, you guys leave me alone. No, I said leave me alone. For now, I'm gonna bring everyone here. These guys can just chill there, it's not a big deal. As you can see, there's some greater and lesser spotted jelly floats. And of course, both of them are taking their attention to me, that's great. Not a great start, but that's fine. Alright. And kind of the reason they're here is just to add some annoyance and difficulty to this. They're not that bad. We've already dealt with them back at Shower Room, and they were relatively easy to take care of. You just want to make sure you get them out the way, because they can be annoying in the middle of a boss fight. Alright, there we go. The lesser spotted jelly floats, same thing. They can be annoying. So I'm going to go ahead and try to take care of them. Just make sure you don't step in the middle. This will trigger the boss if you do, so just be careful when doing so. And make sure your Pikmin aren't stupid enough to go towards the middle. Alright. Come on, notice me. Notice me! Alright. My Pikmin shouldn't be that close enough to where it should trigger them. Alright, of course you would suck them up, wouldn't you? Alright, still shouldn't be too close. Come on, can you guys knock this thing out? It's really not that bad. Alright, there we go. That should be good. Did he? Yeah, he grabbed the purple. Alright, let's go. Alright, so now that you've taken care of all the jelly floats here, it makes this boss fight a little bit less annoying just because they're not in the way. But that's also why the egg is over there too. It just helps to get rid of, to help get back some of your flower Pikmin. Which is, yes, it is going to be useful for this. It's really going to be recommended that you have flowers for this too. This is why I need flowers. They are still very slow. Okay. On. And for this fight, I really only recommend purples for this. You can bring and other ones, but again, purples are just good. Ideally though, maybe 15 is a better option just because you won't really get the good opportunity to attack so many at once. But we'll see in a moment because once we step towards the middle, kind of like a similar layout back at the Citadel of Spiders when this is how we were introduced to beating long legs. Over here, as we step towards the middle, like, there we go. We are introduced to the behemoth raging long legs. So this guy has a very big head, I think that's what you call it, and his legs are massive. Alright, and he's not shaking off, so that's a good thing. Let him just take some of that extra damage. When he starts to shake, this is where he gets aggressive. In the name Raging, he stomps very fast and vigorously for his body size. That's, yeah, you gotta be very careful. No, I'm too scared that his leg, yeah, he's gonna move those legs first. I already knew it. That's why I didn't want to attack, because I get the feeling I was gonna be too late. Alright, I want him to stand still for a little bit, or at least move these legs. Alright. That should be fine. Alright, good. This is a good opportunity. He's going to have to do those two again. And then... Alright, he's going to start shaking. Let's go. And I believe the lower his health gets, the slightly faster he'll get. It's not going to be that much more noticeable, but it's still something you got to be very careful of. Alright, this is a good opportunity to attack. This is why you don't want to bring too many either. Oh, no. No. Let's go. Oh, like one more second to it, and that would have been very bad. I hate you. Alright, there we go. Now he's gonna do it, and then... Yep. It's not that bad, honestly. He's relatively easy to take care of. I think it's easier than beating long legs personally, just because of the fact that he's a lot bigger and his size to hit is, you know, more generous in your favor. But he can be difficult if you bring too many Pikmin with you, because as you can see, his legs cover a massive surface area. And, okay, I need him to kind of like stomp. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is this. A little bit too close for comfort, but that should be fine. Is he gonna call back? Yeah, he's gonna call back. Let's go. And he can also cover a lot of space too as he's stomping around, so just be careful of that. That's why you want to make sure you step back pretty far when doing so. Could this be enough? That should be enough to knock him out. And it was. Yes. Raging Long Legs has been defeated. The only time we will ever see him again. And he basically just disintegrates like the other ones. And look, our treasure. It's the head of Rob. I mean, it kind of makes sense. All the gyro blocks that we collected throughout the Hall of Heroes, it only makes sense that the prize possession is going to be his head. So I think that's a very nice fitting ending for this. All right. Okay, so while they go ahead and do this, since that's going to take a long time to grab, we are nearing the end of the episode, but what I want to go ahead and do is I do want to set up for the next episode, which will be to go ahead and complete the next and final cave of Pikmin 2. But I do need to do one more thing just because of how I wasn't able to grab all 100 purples throughout the run. Like you typically can, it's possible and it's a bit easier. I just didn't do so. Before I do that, the remembered old buddy, Rob, 250 Pokos. Alright. And like I was saying, okay, so as I go ahead and complete the rest of the cave, like I was saying, I may have to do one slight detour from the original plan just because it's not, I do want it to kind of tie in towards the end a bit better. There is some time for this episode, so I will go ahead and still include it, but I'm not going to include the whole day of me just getting purples. That's a bit nonsense. But we did complete everything at Hall of Heroes. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and knock this down. I just need flowers. I would rather have flowers. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go through the normal ending cinematics, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab 10 more purples. I'm not going to, of course, let you guys see me. Oh, I mistimed that so bad. Whatever, it's okay. Still got one more. We used up like 3 today, so that's not a big deal. Alright, so let's go ahead and get out of here. We grabbed everything we needed to do. Alright, and with the least amount of treasures for a place that has the most amount of floors, we did grab all 13. We did lose some Pikmin, but of course we did it. Technically, I guess. But we have 19k worth of Pokos. We collected a lot of treasure. It makes me wonder what our final total is going to be by the end of our last cave. Okay. So what I'm going to have to go ahead and do is, even though there's still so much of the day left, I can't exactly complete the game in what's supposedly a proper manner. I'll go ahead and explain that once I go ahead and end the day, or after I go ahead and end the day. Oh wait, yeah. See, I only came here for like 10 minutes, so I could have probably done that a little bit better, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna say we're just gonna have to track back. We're gonna have to go ahead and track back and then just probably defeat a lot of more of the enemies that were there previously, since they're most likely gonna start spawning back. That's the thing I'm gonna have to be more cautious of, but at least I'll have time to show you guys that, so that'll be something interesting for you guys to see. And then we can go ahead and end off the episode in introducing the final cave. So I don't really need to show you all guys that and show all this. We already know everything here. We've seen it. We didn't lose any Pikmin or gained anything. If I had not done the amount of resets I did, this number would be a lot more pitiful. That's the true statement. All right, day 17. Louis, where are you eating well? When you were a boy, you were quite skinny, so I made you clean your plate. Be sure to cook suspicious food before eating it. I mean, it's not wrong. Grandmother's not wrong in that statement. Okay, so we are technically gonna end things off here, but before I do, because of time allowing us, and we still have 2 more things to cover, I am going back to the Valley of Repose. I lied to you guys. I said we were never coming back here, and turns out we are. I need to go back to Emergence Cave and grab me 10 more purples, because that's the amount I need to go ahead and finish things off. But instead of you guys just seeing me spend my whole time going there, I'll meet you guys in a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and meet you guys back at the final floor of Emergence Cave, as I go ahead and just grab the final few Pikmin that we need. So I'll be with you guys in just a second. Alright guys, after a long time doing this, I completely forgot after going to Emergence Cave, once you've used the violet ones there, they do go away unless your Pikmin battalion is below on the purple end. So that's why I had to track all the way to Subterranean Complex to grab the other 10. But at least with these now 100 purples, we now have the entire 100 we need to go ahead and finish off Wistful Wild. But what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, instead of cutting it off right here, I'm gonna go ahead and just end the day at Valley of Repose. I just literally just wasted a day just getting back, just getting purples, but we have to go back to Wistful Wild anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and just leave the cave and go ahead and make my way back over to Wistful Wild, so that way we can go ahead and properly introduce the last cave, and then we can go ahead and wrap things up here. So while I go ahead and do that, just give me 1 second and I'll be back with you guys at Wistful Wild. So just give me 1 moment again. Alright guys, we are now back at Wistful Wild for day 19. This is going to be the final day, and this is going to be the last time we're ever going to be traveling anywhere, because we are going to wrap things up here. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is just grab the treasure, which, yes, we'll need all 100. This is the whole point and why you need to collect 100, and why I've been saying that for almost the entirety of the series, is because that treasure right there requires it. Sadly, everything spawned back, so I'm gonna have to be careful when maneuvering my 100 Pikmin around, because it's just gonna make of course you guys. Why did you guys like my? Okay, great start to the day. Okay, if I can just get these guys to come over here. Sadly, not everyone's a flower, which, yes, it can kind of make a difference, but I'm gonna go ahead and just oh yeah, some nectar, perfect. That'll help. Just helps grab the treasure a little bit faster. I'm gonna go ahead and let Olimar explore real quick. I need you guys to come with me. Okay, there we go. Yes, grab all 100 on this thing. Oh my god. And it's just so amazing when they pick it up too. This was actually a good idea to make it like 100 Pikmin. 100, because look at that. There's still enough room for more Pikmin to grab it, but you're never gonna have more than this number. So, you know, there's that. But I need to see what's going to be a good alternative route to take, since most enemies have spawned back now. It's not going to be just simply me walking over. Well, that kind of makes this route a little bit more impossible to take now. I may have to go back around this way, drop down, and kind of try to avoid... Why is the Gatling Groink right here? Okay. I'm gonna probably have to see what's gonna be the best alternative. I may have to just go back around this way, honestly, because this guy is just kind of in the way. But at least the Gatling Groink is like distracted over there. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just wait for them to grab the treasure. They're still moving with it. That might take a moment just because of the fact that it's gonna take a second. I did say this was gonna be the last thing, but give me 1 second, guys. That's gonna take a long time to do, and I don't want to waste like 5 minutes just them carrying it back. So give me 1 moment, I'll be back with you guys as they're gonna go ahead and grab the treasure.
Many hours later.
Alright guys, it took a while, but they finally grabbed the treasure back over. With the 100 purple Pikmins, they grabbed the 1 kilogram weight. The Doomsday Apparatus of 3,000 Poco item. That is crazy. But I need to call back Omar because he's getting hurt. Oh, okay. He was able to kill the cloaking burrownit. Perfect. Okay, so as I start to wrap up the day, I'm gonna go ahead and take back all 100. We don't need them. We don't need all 100 anymore. We just needed it for that purpose alone. But I will go ahead and keep 20 because I do need to bring, like I said, for the last cave, same number as we've been doing for the past 2 caves here. So a lot of them are going back. I need to bring 20 of every kind again. And I also have to be careful when maneuvering my way back into the last cave because everyone spawned back, so it's gonna make it a little bit more of like our final adventure going to a cave again instead of just measly walking in. I wish that was the case, but it wasn't earlier. Okay, I can avoid some enemies at least, but some I will have to kind of fight just because it's gonna be a bit more annoying to just simply avoid them. Wait, okay, you guys are over here. Okay, so I probably can try to, I can most like, I hate when the Pikmin just don't respond back when... Okay. I wasted just time there, but that's fine. I can most likely avoid the decorative cannon beetle. Swooping stitch bug, it looks like I can avoid if it stays on that side for just a moment longer. If my Pikmin can hurry up and get to me. Alright, and then I can easily take out these red dwarf bulborbs. Not that bad to deal with. Although I have to get the bridge back because of the fact that Alright, so let's see how I'm gonna do this. Please don't fall into the water. I need to grab my blues. Not my whites. I don't need them for this. I need only my blues, because what I'm gonna have to do, assuming... Okay, it's kind of ignoring me, that's fine. I just need to get this bridge done because I do need them to at least be able to cross over. And I'm probably... Oh. No, Wollywog, don't see me. Or you, don't see me either. Ignore the Pikmin working over here. So far, they're kind of ignoring me. Just want to make sure everyone's gathered around here. What I'm probably going to end up doing is using an Ultra Bitter Spray so that way I can at least avoid getting hit by, or at least can try to at least bypass the Gatling Groink. That's just going to be the only safe option I have. I just wish the bridge would get completed a little bit faster. It would just be a little bit helpful. But it... Okay. Still taking a while. It's still taking a while. There we go. Alright guys, huddle in. Let's go, President. Alright, gonna have to time this perfectly. Preferably not that happen either. That was such a bad example. No, not my yellow, not my yellow. You, go away. All right, so as he's petrified, he's gonna be in a petrified state for a moment. At least I hope. I don't know if the cutscene makes a big effect on that, but we'll see. Perhaps you will find Louis in here, and yet my CPU is on edge. Ludicrous danger awaits. Beasts lurk at the bottom of the deepest, darkest, most foul, sinister, horribly vile pit. Do you still wish to enter? Of course you do. Courage is only our treasure. Our true treasure. Alright. Alright, so come on. No. Wait, I have the opportunity to get more. I have the opportunity to get more. I just gotta hurry up. I gotta hurry up. No, this is not hurrying up. Alright, whatever. Forget it. Am I really about to lose Pikmin this way? You! Go away! Push the president into it. Oh, I can't. Alright, whatever. Okay, guys. That was such a weird way to do it. I'll admit, it's so weird. I'm gonna ignore that was a bad thing. But the last thing we have here, guys, is the Dream Den. This is the final location at Pikmin 2. This is the last cave. Technically, this is supposed to be the last cave you can journey. You don't have to, but we're gonna do everything in a chronological purpose. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see everything here. But with time not allowing us, we kind of did spend a lot of time here. We're gonna save that for next episode, guys. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Do hope you enjoyed. Minor recap, we did finish off the Hole of Heroes. We did have some successful battle runs, and it was basically like our boss fights. We did manage a lot of those towards the end better than maybe towards the beginning, but we still did great. And we did grab the last 10 purple Pikmin we need to get our 100 to grab the final treasure here above ground in Wistful Wild. The next one and the next few will be wrapping it up because the last thing we do have to do in this game is complete the Dream Den, which is supposed to be one of the hardest caves in Pikmin 2. But we'll see how we start off here in the next episode, guys. And we'll see how all that does for us. So guys, this has been your boy Ron, and until next time, I'll see you guys back at the Dream Den for what is in store for the final cave. See you guys then.